Are you still using tables to create calendars in Canva? Well, oh boy, I have got something for you that's going to make it so much easier. Let's head over to Canva and I'll show you how. So for this project, we're starting off in an 8.5 by 11. You can do any size that you want to in this. And then we're going to head over to apps. And I want to put calendar builder. Enter. And you'll see this icon right here. It might change over time if you've been around Canva enough. You know, people will change their icons. But we're going to click on that. Once in here, you're going to see this. You're going to see month, year, width, height, header customization, and date customization. So what we want to do now is I am going to go and I am going to pick July for next month and 2026. You can go and pick years to 2030. I don't know if you can go past 2030. Let's see if we can get 2031. I don't know. No, it just goes to 2030, which is plenty of time. So we're doing 2026. And it starts off with width of 700 and 500. So we'll start off with that and see what it looks like. We can change the background color. Let's change it to a blue. Let's do that blue. And I want to keep the text color black for now. And we'll see later what that looks like. You can bold it, italicize it, underline it, and you can do your spacing and alignment right here. And date customization, the background white, so that's going to be your squares. And the date is going to be the little number in the corner. If you want it in the corner, you can also do the alignment there, the spacing on that, and the same as above. So let's add that to our design, see what it looks like. So if you ever notice anything like this, if you're not using a colored background, what happens? You see no lines in between it. Here is what I do for that. We're going to go out of this for a minute, and we're going to go up here to our elements, and I'm going to just get a square, basic square. I don't want that color because it's going to take my stuff out. Let's just use the Canva. I want to do it this way. I want this at the top, so I'm going to turn those, flip those around, and let's do it that way. And what you can do now is do it here. I'm going to go on position, on layers, and I'm going to move it behind. And now you have your calendar where you can see and have lines between it. Now, say you wanted just to have the black lines in between it and have a border, you can change this to black. And then you can just do something like this to kind of make it look like it's got the alignment around it. If you're just doing a simple calendar or something like that, you can kind of fix it that way. And then it looks like that, and then you can just group it. But what we want to do is make it cute, right? So let's like back those up, make that square bigger. So I want to have one that's kind of more tall and skinny than what this one is here. So I want to make something that looks more like this. And I want to have it in. Or say I want to make 4x6s, I'm going to make a notepad. And I'm going to make a little calendar notepad with the 12 months. So what I want to do go here is I'm going to go into position. Make sure I am clicked onto my square. I'm going to go over into arrange. And I'm going to make this into a 4x6. Okay. But now, if I use my calendar, hey, I want it taller. So what I want to do is click on my calendar, go into edit, and then I'm going to start working with these numbers. So I know the width is I want the width a little bit wider, so maybe I'll go 750 with that, and you can just play around with that. And the height, I want it much more higher than that. So maybe I want to go, let's see, 800. Let's look at that and see. And then you're just going to sit there and play with the numbers till you get what you want. Okay, I want them a little more square. So what I want to do now is I'm going to take that down to like, let's do 650 with that and try that. Update the calendar. Now they look a little more square. And then what I can do is if I want to make it look cute, I can go change my background color. Let's go here and make that into like the Canva color. I can change that to here. I want the light color on the top. I can go into my text. I want this to fit a little bit better like this. So I want to make my calendar a little bit bigger. Maybe I'm going to, so I'm going to do a notepad. So let's do a 4x7 instead. So I'm going to go to position. Let's change that 6 to a 7. I'm going to do like a notepad and then I'm going to enter. So what I want to do now is I want to do some text. So we're going to do something cute. I think this is what I used before. And we're going to ungroup. I'm going to do 2026 here. And I'm going to put, we did July up here. I'm going to do July on July. And I'm going to change the color to that to maybe the purpley color in the bottom. Let's color pick that purple. All right, let's see. There we go. And then if you want to, you can put any kind of effects on that. And then I went over here in elements. Let's see. And I did lines. I went into graphics. And then I picked out some lines. I think I picked out these. And you can just do something like this. I put a white square back there, so I'm going to just grab a square here. I'm going to duplicate that, and then I'm going to change it white. Put this down at the bottom. You can either have it touch, have it not touch. That's up to you. Fit it in there. And then I'm going to line it up to match my calendar. Make sure the edges match my calendar. Now, position, layers. Where'd my lines go? My lines up here. And then I'll put my line here. I need to duplicate that, bring it over here. Make sure they're lined up. And then if, like so, and then I took this and then I can duplicate that and I'm going to make that say notes. And then what I want to do there is turn that to black, reduce the size, move it like right there, and make it better. Sorry, my little cursor is very big and I can't see. Ta-da, and now I have a calendar. And so say I like this one and I'm going to print it off and I want to do pages or something like that. So I'm doing like maybe a notepad or something like that. So I like this. What I can do now is duplicate it. Depending on the size and how you want to print it, I can go over if I have just one on one page. And now all I want to do is change my calendar. So I can go here, July, go edit. Well, I don't want July anymore. I want August. So I'm going to do August. Update the calendar. So now it's August. And all I have to do up here is change this to August. And I have that. And if you want to change this color scheme or anything, I'll go to position so it's easy to grab and say I want this and I want to do August. It's kind of that. I like the up and down like here and with the dark color on the bottom. And then I'm going to change this to the orange color in here. So I'll just color pick that just for easy. And then I am going to pick maybe, I don't want the calendar, maybe a white or maybe yellow, the yellow for August. So, and that's just as easy to do. And if you want to go in here and change this color to kind of match it up a little bit, I'm going to go to the background color here. I want it kind of some orangey looking, and I'm going to update that. And there we go. Easy peasy. You just go in there and you can customize each one of them, and you can either copy it and put it over or duplicate the page and just change what you need. You go in here, we're going to go into edit, and we need September. So go down there and do September. And that's how easy that is to do that. And you can customize them any way you want to. I've had social media posts I've done for people, and I needed a calendar, and going and doing it by hand sucks. Trying to find a template with the month you need in it, the way you want it, sucks. This makes it so much easier. So that's my little fun thing for the day. And I hope you enjoyed it. And I hope you learned something. And it's going to make your life a little bit easier. So I want to thank you for coming by. My name's Michelle. I love you guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.